Okay. Hello and welcome to A Golden Wake. I don't know what this game is. I think I got it for $1. The reviews were mixed, so my expectations are kind of low. But this is a very comfy title screen. Also, it's June in Miami, which is actually true. Today is June. Like June 3rd or 4th or something. Was that on purpose? Maybe. Definitely not, but let's say it is. Alright, so I don't know. This game is actually somewhat recent, I think. But it's done in the old point-and-click adventure style of things. I will not be using a guide, because I know literally nothing about this game. So, we'll see how this goes. If I end up getting really annoyed, I might switch over and use a guide, or stock or something. Yeah, the game's, like I said, it's fairly recent, so see how this goes. What is Vivi's last name? Smile, right, dental, butt. Let's go. This game is a work of fiction set in the 1920s Miami. While many of the supporting characters were real people, their depictions have been dramatized for narrative effect and should not be interpreted as accurate portrayals. Remember that. These are not real people. Oh geez, 1920s. New York City. 1921. I think this has voice acting, maybe not.
Well, Alfie, old boy,
there we go.
Looks like it's another day, another dollar.
Another day, another dollar. Can't see anything productive coming out of using that. Okay.
Papers! Get your papers here! 5 cents per copy!
5 cents? What a deal. Nothing to mail.
Good morning, Mr. Banks.
Good morning, Lyle.
Old?
Aren't you cold standing out here in this weather?
A little, but I have to work. Otherwise, I'll be cold and hungry.
True.
So, what's the news of the day?
I could tell you all of it, but then I wouldn't make any money, would I? If you want the news, buy yourself a paper. They're only a nickel.
You're a shrewd businessman, Lyle. Ever thought about going into real estate?
No, sir.
Have a good day, Lyle.
You too, Mr. Banks.
Hey, but how do I get, Whoa.
New York Tribune, 5 cents.
How do I get 5 cents?
Morning, fellas. What's the good word?
Good morning, Banks.
Morning, Banks.
Horse feathers. Why is it so hot in here?
Morris apparently has a chill. He set the heating on as high as it goes this morning. Suggs and I had to prop the door open so we didn't sweat to death.
We must be raking in a fair amount this month if he can afford to do that.
I sure wish that kid outside would pipe down.
I know what you mean, Larry. He's giving me a headache.
Dave, trivia. What else we got here? We only got room for like 5 items. A bit preoccupied. Preoccupied with the window? Morris doesn't appreciate it when people tap on the window. He says it makes him feel like a goldfish in a glass bowl. Fellas would protest if you touched their pinup. Odd, you're so close. But you're missing the U.
Suggs.
Yeah, Banks?
How are you today, Suggs?
I can't really complain. Well, I mean, I could complain, but who would listen?
How are your sales going this week?
And not so great. I had a sweet old lady yesterday who was this close to buying an apartment for her cat.
I'm sure things will pick up.
And I'm sure you'd know, being Morris's right hand and all.
Now, Suggs, that's hardly fair. You know we're all equal in here.
You're right. Forget I said anything.
I'll just let you get back to it.
Thanks.
Got a minute, Murphy?
Sure, but I'm still on the clock.
Everything going all right with you, Murphy?
Yep, everything's copacetic.
Sales going okay for you?
Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot better, too. You ever going to share your good fortune with us, Banks?
What do you mean?
You always seem to manage to get the best leads. That's pretty lucky, don't you think?
I'm not sure I like what you're implying, Murphy.
Not implying, just observing. Anyway, let's drop it.
I'll let you get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Banks, Morris wanted to see you. Said it was important.
Thanks for letting me know when I walked in, Suggs.
Hey, it's been a busy morning. It must have slipped my mind.
Good morning, Evan. Suggs said you wanted to see me?
Have a seat, Alfie.
Oh, no.
This doesn't seem like a conversation that's going to be pleasant.
I'm afraid it isn't. You know
Don't get
I'm
fired.
not the type to beat around the bush, so here's the long and the short of it. We're not doing well. Sales are minimal and the competition is popping up all over town like a bad rash.
Now I'm getting
I
fired.
hate to do it, but we're going to have to let someone go.
I see. Who did you have in mind?
That's mainly why I asked to see you, Alfie.
Oh, no.
You have more contact with Suggs and Murphy, so I think this decision should be yours.
Well, I'm kind of on the spot here.
Oh, no, times 2. Oh, no. Where's the hidden third option? Fire the old guy? I don't remember which one is which. Was that Murphy? I don't remember who was who. No clue. Well, we got one vote for Suggs then. Suggs is a worse name. Gotta let him go. Alright, bye, Suggs.
I think Suggs should be the one let go. His sales have been the lowest consistently for the past 3 months.
Very well, if that's what you think, then I trust your judgment. Thank you for your help, Alfie. It's always appreciated.
Anything else you need?
Not at the moment. Go ahead and check the assignment board in the break room for today's leads.
Will do.
Our guy seems like an upstanding ding-dong. Sucks to be him. Is that the real reason? Oh, wait, he admitted it the first time. Can't see anything productive coming out of using that. What is this a poster of? Maybe the son of the former partner, but it doesn't give you the right to take Morris's paperwork without his permission. Oh, so, I'm only here because Papa gave me a job. Got it. Hello?
Get to it, Alfie. Time is money, after all.
Yeah, if you didn't turn the dang heat up all the way. What? They left.
He says it's because my sales were too low. How
Ah,
am I
this
supposed
guy.
to make sales if I don't get any decent leads?
I hear you. It hasn't been very easy for me either.
And just because Golden Boy gets all the good leads, it doesn't mean...
Shut your trap. Somebody's coming.
Gentlemen.
That tumble
Hello,
join
Banks.
here.
You meeting with Morris go well?
I would say so, yes.
Great to hear. Well, Murphy and I better get back to work.
I don't know if today would be a good day for that because of the trivia going on. I mean, like, as long as it doesn't output to chat, like his learning would be weird because of all the trivia stuff going on. Like, I don't mind it on a day when we're not doing trivia though. If you just need to like test some things. I have no need for lipo presently. Yeah, pretty much any other day is fine. Just not, trivia might get weird and confusing. You scan the sheet of leads correspondent to you, making a mental note of the names and phone numbers you prepare for another day at work. Wait, hold on. How can this guy say that I'm getting special leads when you literally you just go up to the assignment board and read the paper. I don't feel the need to move the chair from its current position. I'll show you. There's nothing you won't need. Wait, nothing you want or need in the wastebasket. Water cooler? Ah, yes, water. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated. I can't wait for, like, later on we're gonna have to, like, leave and go pee. Because we drank the entire water cooler's worth of water. I've had enough water for now. Like I said, this game's recent, so I really don't know what to expect. Always stay hydrated.
Suggs,
Yeah, Banks?
I'll just let you get back to it.
Thanks.
Good work, Sucks. Yeah. This game's fairly recent.
Got a minute, Murphy?
Sure, but I'm still on the clock.
I'll let you get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Time to make some magic. Operator, connect me to the Stamford residence in Bensonhurst, if you would, please. Hello, is this Ms. Irene Stamford? Yes, hello. This is Alfred Banks calling from Morrison Banks. I just wanted to follow up on the deposit you put down in the apartment in Flatbush.
Mm-hmm.
No, thank you very much, Mr. Contis. A pleasure doing business with you. 5 sales in 30 minutes. I think that might be a new record.
Alfie, can you come here a moment?
What is it, Evan?
I'm running late for the weekly shareholders meeting. Could you lock up my office for me?
Of course.
Here's the key. I'll be back shortly.
I'm not gonna steal everything. We're gonna get stabbed by this guy.
What on earth was that?
Oh my god, he's
Sounds like
dead.
Murphy took a spill in there.
Oh no. Walk up Morris's office. Mm-hmm. Sales and what?
Hey, give me a shout if you need any help in there.
What is the word?
Murphy, what's going on?
Just being a damn clumsy fool. Don't worry about
Apartments
me.
and houses
I
and
was
stuff.
trying to change the light bulb and I lost my balance.
Here, let me help you clean up.
Thanks for the help, Banks. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
We're selling
That was a bit odd.
real estate. Thank you. That was a bit odd. Let's put this chair back. Don't feel the need to move the chair from its current position. I didn't trust Suggs though, so I locked the door. Because I'm a genius. Already seen my leads. Time to get to work. Oh, I see nobody broke into the office because I locked the door. Sit back at your desk and prepare to make some more calls.
Hey, Banks, I had a question about this client.
Uh-huh.
I'm back, Alfie. Got my key?
Yes,
Sure
everything's right. Odd. I thought I'd put it in my other pocket. Anyway, here you are.
Ah, he freaking stole it.
Alfie,
Yes?
where are tomorrow's leads?
I beg your pardon?
The leads for tomorrow? The ones that were on my desk?
I locked the
They're no
door. You guys
longer
saw me
on my
lock the
desk.
door, right?
Where have they gone?
I have no idea. I haven't been in your office since this morning.
You know I trust you 100%, Alfie.
I locked the
But
door.
this is a very serious matter.
I'm aware of it. Look, I'll get Suggs and Murphy together and we'll look for them.
Or maybe we could just skip the drama if you look under Banks's hat, sir.
What?
We both saw you, Banks. There's no need to put on a charade.
Coming clean will save us all a lot of embarrassment.
Is what they're saying true, Alfie?
No, I have no
What?
idea what they're talking about.
Then you won't mind me looking under your hat? Just to be sure you understand.
See for yourself.
Alfie.
What? I was set up.
Really?
I'm being framed.
You of all people?
I'm believable. It's Suggs. Yeah, I left the room. I should have put on my hat. Accuse? No, I don't want to accuse. Even though I know it was them. I'm gonna defend myself.
Evan, please, you know me. Would I be capable of doing this?
I honestly don't know what to think, Alfie. You have to admit, this doesn't look good.
Well, there has to be a logical explanation, but I can tell you I didn't do this.
Alfie, look at it from my perspective. The leads were in my office when I left and gone when I came back. You were the only one with the key, and now they show up under your hat. What would you do in my shoes?
So does this mean I've been canned?
I hate to do this, Alfie. You know your father and I were
got
great
fired.
friends, and you've been an
I'm
asset
stabbing
to this
Suggs on my way out.
But for now, I think you should take an indefinite leave of absence.
Fine. I see how it is.
I see how it is. Your business is gonna go down.
I guess I'll see you fellas around.
I won't be
Hey,
seeing
no
any
hard
of you.
feelings, Banks. Here you go.
I know, Chaos.
See? They ain't even wooden.
I'm gonna stab everyone here.
Taking an early lunch, Mr. Banks?
No, Sure. Just taking an early lunch.
Well, if you need anything to read while you eat, I still got plenty of papers left.
I'm gonna support the local economy.
Murderer uses telephone to lure victim. Get your newspaper.
Don't suppose the news of the day can be any worse than the morning I've had. Let me have a paper, please.
That'll be a nickel.
Thanks, Lau.
Or your local business. Murderer decoys
Murder,
victim.
extortion, robbery. Par for the course in this city. What's this? Merrick making waves in Florida?
Article explains that there is currently a very promising land boom in the Miami area, especially with regard to a development known as Coral Gables. It goes on to state that the project leader, one George E. Merrick, is currently hiring a team of real estate salesmen to assist in this monumental undertaking.
Miami, eh? I've always heard that place was nothing more than glorified swampland. But I'll be damned if I'm just gonna roll over and freeze to death up here. When I'm finished down there, the name Banks will finally mean something again. So, Mr. Merrick, let's just see what you've got to offer.
Going to Florida. 1920. Chapter 1. The Treasure Land. I love treasure. Oh, jeez.
Hello, Miami. Alfie Banks. Huzzah! Oh, horse feathers. This
horse
humidity
feathers.
is something else. Right. I've got my luggage claim ticket. Now I just need to find this Hotel Belmont and...
Hey there! Hello!
Are you speaking to me, sir?
You see anybody else around, son? Come on over here and have a chat with old Doc Dammers, why don't you?
These are some names.
May I help you with something?
Pardon me for saying so, my boy, but I believe I'm the one who can offer you the help.
I'm really not interested in buying anything, sir.
Of course you aren't. Did you think I just fell off the turnip truck? I can tell a fellow salesman a mile away. You're here to get a piece of the action, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose I am.
Then consider this your own little welcoming committee. What did you say your name was?
I didn't. It's Banks. Alfred Banks.
Well then, welcome to Miami, Alfred Banks. By your complexion, I'm guessing you come from up north.
Yes, New York, actually.
Hell of a town, but you'll find we do things a bit differently down here.
Mm-hmm.
If you got any questions, feel free to ask.
You interest this guy? This is the tutorial guy.
I'm interested in this Coral Gables development I've heard about.
Oh, straight to the top, eh? They call it Miami's master suburb. It's been meticulously planned and is ready to start construction at any moment. Lots are going faster than a Tin Lizzie downhill. If you want to get involved there, you're going to need to talk to the man in charge, George Merrick.
Where can I find George Merrick?
He's got a sales office downtown, right on Flagler Street. Look for
Flagler.
the building made of coral rock next to the Stocks and Bonds office. You can't miss it. Of course, George is incredibly busy these days and doesn't talk to just anyone.
Maybe not, but he'll talk to me.
I like your spirit, kid. You'll get places thinking like that.
Mm-hmm.
What's the current market like down here? I've heard quite a few things back in New York.
People are buying left and right. It's a great time to be in real estate. Plenty of dough to be made. Every day, more and more locals and tourists come looking for their own spot of land, and we're here to sell. Mark my words, Banks. We're on the verge of something great.
Speaking of that, I know it's been 100 years, but a few years ago, my dad was looking at property in Florida, and he was saying that, like, some places have, like, a 2 and 3 year, like, wait list before you can actually, look at property, basically.
How long have you been in this business?
Probably
Florida's
longer
pretty
than
wild.
You've been alive, son. Before this opportunity opened up, I was selling lots on Miami Beach for Carl Fisher himself.
Carl
Surely you
Fisher.
saw his billboard in Times Square.
You mean it's June in Miami? Of course, everyone saw that. It's partly what inspired me to come down here.
Glad to hear it. That's a perfect example of good marketing and knowing your audience. Why do you think I'm out here by the train station? New arrivals are the easiest to sell to. There's a free piece of advice for you, Banks.
Oh. Where's one of the last places? I mean, it's nice, but it's mostly old people and crazy people. And old people. A lot of old people.
I appreciate the information, Mr. Dammers, but I'm afraid I must be going.
Of course, eager to get started, I understand. And believe me, there'll be plenty to do very soon.
It was a pleasure to have met you. Maybe I'll see you around town.
I can more or less guarantee that, my boy.
And rain. Yeah, a lot of rain. We can't go back. There was nothing important there. Can't see anything productive out of using that. Smile Right toothpaste. Mm-hmm. These are all fake people. All right, do we go to the hotel?
Hello, and welcome to the Hotel Belmont.
Oh, nice. All right, nobody was murdered so far. I can't read what this says.
Hello,
Records?
sir. Let me know if I can be of assistance.
Records?
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
What sort of records do you keep in this office?
All kinds. Marriage licenses, death certificates, property titles, you name it.
How far back do they go?
Not too far back, 30 years or so. The city wasn't officially incorporated until 1896, but I have some records going back to 1891. You let me know if there's anything you need to look up.
Have you always lived in Miami?
Nah, I moved down here from Philly after the war. Nice place. Can't beat the climate, that's for sure.
After the war. When was World War One? I thought it was in the 20s. Like, I thought World War One was like after 1921, 1910s. Let's see.
Could I look something up?
Of course. What do you need?
On second thought, nothing right now. Thank you for your help.
Anytime.
I guess the Depression was in the 20s. Wait, no, it was the Roaring 20s. I have no idea. I'm just really hoping this game doesn't get racist. That's my biggest concern.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
Let's see.
I'd like to check in, please. My reservation was made under Banks, Alfred.
One moment, please.
Headlines in the 20s.
Yes, here you are. Your room will be the second door to the right when you get to the top of the stairs. Oh, someone was here earlier from the train station.
I don't know how to tell you
deliver
this
your
meant.
luggage. It's been placed in your room.
Well,
I'll
lions
just
were
take
the
that
first
claim ticket
creatures
off
to
your
ever
hands for you.
exist.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem, sir. Please, let me know if I can assist you with anything else.
Everything evolved from lions.
Is there anything you can tell an out-of-towner about this city?
Certainly. It's been growing at an alarming rate, especially in the past few years. There's no denying we're at the start of a land boom. I hear tell this new Coral Gables development is going to bring in thousands more people as well. At this pace, we could be the next.
I don't think that's
Manhattan
true.
by
You think
25.
I'm a lion?
Thank you for your assistance, my good man.
Happy to help.
Only the hotel clerk is allowed to handle the keys. What? Dang, imagine getting to stay at a hotel where they actually bring your luggage up. Remember, figuring you might need a reminder, you take it with you. Never forget. Ooh, typewriter? You decide to take the typewriter ribbon. Right now, I'm still looking through that. Take the photograph of your father with you. It's gonna be inspirational. The art in this is pretty unique. And not as good as the last game, but like... it definitely has a very DOS feel to it. The music, on the other hand, doesn't feel very DOS-like. I mean, I like the music so far. It's very catchy. It's not very DOS feeling. Plenty of light in the room currently. No need to turn on the lamp. Does tab do anything? Nope. They have no hand system. Rather not get any smudges on the mirror, the hotel might charge you extra for having to clean them up. Can I change my... Blech. You remember your cell phone charger. Man, this was 100 years ago. The only thing that existed this time was like lions and crabs. Alright, there it is. I was gonna say there was a west. Stocks and bonds? Office? You haven't got any investments or any need to buy bonds yet. Lions, crabs, and real estate. Where are we? Rather not speak to them, they are currently the competition after all. Like, know thy enemy. They sell soup, stock, and James Bond films there, yes.
Pardon me, miss.
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I'm just too busy for you right now. Perhaps you could come back another time?
Another time? I've just come all the way from New York. Surely there's something a lovely young lady like you can do to help out a man in need?
Look, Buster.
She hears
I've heard
that all
before.
day.
Like I said, I haven't got time for you at this moment.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, not that you'd care, but I need to get these letters written. And seeing as the weekly shipment of supplies has been delayed, I'm forced to do them by hand.
You seem very dedicated to your job. I can appreciate that.
I am, yes. Mainly because I want to keep it. Now, unless you want to come back here and pick up a pen, I really need to get back to my work.
A tempting offer, but I'll have to decline. I'll be back later.
Right now, how do I pick up a pen and help her out? Look, this is gonna help us out. Pick up a pen. Pick up a pineapple. Right that high. She's filling in voter cards. Like all the NPCs walking by. Makes it feel like a real city. Can't just go barging into Mr. Merrick's office uninvited. What if I gave her a bribe? I don't think that offer would be appreciated. What? I can't bribe her. You cleverly attempt merging the money with the money. Dang, how do I like unselect? There we go.
Pardon me, miss.
I'm terribly sorry, sir. Perhaps you could come.
Another time? Surely.
Look,
What's he?
not that you and see.
You seem
I am now unless.
attempt.
I'd like to offer you this photograph. What? Who doesn't appreciate looking at that photograph?
Pardon me, miss. Would this typewriter ribbon be of any use to you?
It certainly would. Mine wore out yesterday, and I ordered a replacement, but it hasn't come in yet. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it. This will cut my work time by half at least.
My pleasure. Happy to help.
Half the letter's written, the other half's typed out. Remember, break the ice, introduce yourself, tell a story, sell your pick. Alright.
Pardon me, miss.
What may I do for you, sir?
I'd like to see Mr. George Merrick.
Take a number. Mr. Merrick is in very high demand. I'm afraid he's not currently seeing walk-ins.
Have you got any pertinent information on the Coral Gables development?
None I'm allowed to divulge, sir.
Would it be possible to make an appointment to see Mr. Merrick?
Certainly. Let me see. Our next available appointment is...
Next year.
Next October.
Nice.
What? That's preposterous.
Mr. Merrick is a very busy man.
I think you've made that quite clear. Come now. I helped you out with your typewriter. Now you're just gonna hi-hat me? I don't know how things
Whoa.
work down here, but where I'm from, one good turn usually deserves
Oh,
okay,
you can't.
okay. Keep
You
your
can't be
shirt
like
on.
that guy.
I'll level with you. I'm not going to be able to get you an appointment, but I can tell you that Mr. Merrick keeps an eye out for fresh talent. If you can manage to do something to impress him, he may see you without an appointment.
I see. What would you suggest?
Well, I'm not sure, but you might be able to get something done at today's land auction.
Land auction. No, he's trying to pull the nice guy act with her. I did you a favor, now you owe me. No, that's not how that works. That makes you an asshole.
A land auction, you say? Where and when?
It's set to start this afternoon, around 2 o'clock.
Ah.
You'll find it at the corner of Granada Avenue and Coral Way.
Fantastic. I'll head over there right away.
Was how it
Good
works in
luck.
1920s?
I'll let you get back to your work.
Thank you, sir.
No way, because she gained the right to vote, so this is when she finally started putting her foot down. Maybe in the 1920, but not in the 1921s. Alright, where are we going? Let's take a nap. Gotta go to the auction house and buy some rune cloth.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
Thank you for your assistance, my good man.
Thank you.
Happy to help.
Good conversation. This like music from this time period always makes me laugh because it feels so like it was all just a big joke. Like the whole time period was full of nothing but a big joke. I mean, I don't know. It's like just like a big clown act. That's what this music. Can I believe it? I definitely do. Especially in Florida. Hey, Enora. Lovely Enora. I want to go map. Do auction.
Do I hear any bids for the Madrid lots? You'd be a fool to let those slip away.
True, Mint. True. Smaller crowd.
Any bids for 200? 200.
On the crowd, too preoccupied. Blah 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 blah. Alright, this indecisive man looks important. What was his name? Oh, yo, it's Doc Damage.
Come on, folks, it's a beautiful day to buy some land.
Well, well, fancy seeing you here.
Thanks. What brings you to my humble little land auction?
I'm trying to see Mr. Merrick.
I agree,
but
Matt.
It's proving a bit more difficult than I'd anticipated.
Don't say old Doc didn't warn you, son. Anyway, I'd love to chat, but I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Actually, there is. See those two sets of stragglers over there, separate from the crowd? They're all about a hair's breadth away from buying, but I just can't get them to budge. Take your pick. If you can convince either set to buy some houses, I just might put in a good word for you back at the sales office. The fellow by himself there seems like he won't take too much effort to convince. If you want a real challenge, you might try the crowd of 5 there.
I'll see what I can do.
Attaboy.
Ah,
one more
man.
thing before you get started. I know you've got experience in this business, but I want to talk to you about seller intuition. From time to
boy.
time, you might find yourself needing to persuade someone. You know as well as I do that that's all about finding a person's weakness and bending it to your whim.
Oh,
When you're
boy.
talking to them, you can use seller intuition to your advantage. It'll give you a clearer read on people and let you figure out what you should play to in order to get them to see things your way. But enough yammering from me. Go and do what you have to do.
All right. Read our note. Remember, break the ice, introduce yourself, tell a story, and sell your pitch. Break the ice, introduce yourself, tell a story, sell your pitch. Let's go for hard mode. Taking a deep breath, you face a small crowd and prepare to deliver your best sales pitch. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Break the ice.
How about this heat? I've never experienced anything like it.
Let's go get some ice. God seems to respond positively to you. I.
Pleasure to meet you, fine people. My name is Banks. Alfred Banks. You can call me Alfie.
Browsing interest seems to be growing. Nice job. Nice job. B-I-T. What, Alfie?
I'd love to tell you about an apartment I sold to a man who ended up finding a fortune in gold hidden in the walls.
Whoa. Regale the crowd with your story. S? Where's the S? Oh no.
Right then, folks. How about we make some sales?
Crowd seems ready to hear your pitch. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Wait, where's the rest of the story? I need to know where the rest of that story's going. Radisson, why did you limit it to 50 characters or 50 words? One day, darling Squidchan cuddled me, tickling my Oh man, instructions. Your goal is to sell each prospective buyer a house. Click on each house to provide a description of its features. Clicking on each buyer's portrait will give you a description of them, what they are looking for. Let's determine which house is the best match for each buyer. Select the plaque with their name on it and place it in the space between each house. Right click to select the plaque and blah blah blah. Click done when you solve the puzzle. Perfect for those seeking convenience. The house at blah 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 is a small, single-story home located with a very close proximity of a school, a church, and shops. As a result, the area is somewhat loud. Alright, which one of you has kids? You? Speaking to Miss Grace for 5 minutes, you're taken aback by her generosity. Despite her clearly apparent wealth, I don't care what house end up buying, really. Main concern is being able to get involved with the community. Ah, yes. How do I drag? Bit more to spend. Large, spacious, single-story home in a secluded area of town. Since there aren't many other houses around, it's not particularly well lit at night. All right, who looks like they're into this? This guy looks like it. Check up a conversation with Mr. Roberts, and finally he hails from up north as well. Tell you one thing, he says. Biggest draw of moving down here is finally being able to get away from the tiny apartment I had back home. I hear the neighbor sneezing. Make a game like this set in the current time period. True. Affordable quality, 2-story house, fairly busy. Your legs, small family home, additional development. Small home made from coral rock found on the property. The quarry from which the rock was extracted was cemented and converted into a swimming pool. Who wants a swimming pool? Oh geez. Apparently Jim and I are having a hard time dealing with the heat of the day. I've wanted to move down here for my health, he tells you, but I could do some exercise. The sun is brutal. Get fit indoors. But he hates water. Get fit indoors. I don't know, he hates water, but... And well, I know the sweet embrace of sleep. Let's see, biggest straw. Go for young man, rather shabby dress, seems to be covered in animal hair. Dog. Golf tournament. Being outdoors. Oh my god, this is impossible. Oh, Claude doesn't know. It's Cthulhu. We changed it from Uwu Anime Waifu to Cthulhu. After our last Cthulhu experience. Affordable quality. Spacious. I feel like this one might be Smith went somewhere. Help. Alright. I'm not confident in my answers, but this is where we're going with. It doesn't seem right. Maybe you should go back and try again. Locations and sizes of the houses. Okay. But it didn't even give me like... It didn't even let me know which ones were right. You know, how's it going, Pee-wee? We're trying to decide who wants to live where. Oh, there's a hint. Hold on. Hint. Mr. Smith's dog is named Lucy. Alright, that didn't help me at all. Mr. Teal should live in a 2-story house to get more exercise. Mr. Teal. Which one was Mr. Teal? Small 2-story house. Well, who was Mr. Jones? Feeling satisfied that each person has been matched up with the right house to make sales. Oh, so I was just... Those two are the only ones. I don't think the guy who hates water wants a swimming pool. Well, his wife wants a swimming pool. That's what I think. But I was wrong.
Pleasure doing business with you folks. I hope you enjoy your new homes.
Nice work. There's nothing you enjoy more than a satisfied customer, and to have 5 at once is even better.
Nice job over there, Banks. You got a real knack for this business.
Of course I do. I'm a genius.
Rest, would you? You don't want to overwork yourself first day here, after all.
Uh-huh. I do what I want.
Any bids for 200? 200.
Mr. Dammers?
I once
No
sold
time for
5.
meeting comes now, Banks. I'm busy. You did a good job here today, son. Call
I
it a
once
day.
did 5 in less than
I'm sure
30
good
minutes.
Things will be coming your way soon.
Did I ever say hello, GBA? Hello, GBA.
Sold. You've made your husband a very happy man, miss.
I hope you find, sleep? Able to find the sweet embrace of sleep.
Mr. Banks, I have a message for you when you get a chance.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
You said you had a message for me.
Yes, sir. From George Merrick at the Coral Gables sales office. He's
Hmm.
asked you to stop by at your earliest convenience.
Fantastic. Thank you.
See, we didn't have to make an appointment. He had to make an appointment with us. That's how this works. I'm the important one here. Oh, my cat just left. Bye, Claire. Hello.
Pardon me, miss.
What may I do for you, sir?
I got a message from Mr. Merrick asking me to see him.
Ah, yes, he's expecting you, Mr. Banks. Go ahead and knock on his door there.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, hold on. Okie doke. 5 houses is great and all. Oh yeah, I forgot about Suggs. See, I have to like sell house to an assassin. Once we help the assassin, we force him to help us, just like we force the secretary to help us.
Come in.
Good afternoon, Mr. Merrick. I'm Alfred Banks. You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, of course, Mr. Banks. Please come in. Make yourself at home.
Look at this guy.
Please, have a seat.
Cultist. I can't wait. Introduce yourself. Wait. What about the break the ice? Did we just break the ice?
It really is a pleasure to finally meet you, Mr. Merrick. Like I said, my name is Alfred Banks, and
I know who you are, Mr. Banks. I was well aware of your father's work up north. It seems
Oh.
apparent that you are eagerly following in his footsteps. You've gotten my attention. Now let's see how serious you really are. I see great potential in you, But a good sales agent needs more than just talent. He needs ability and know-how.
I've got those in spades.
You're certainly confident, I'll give you that. In any case, I have a few small setbacks which I need to deal with, and I think they would serve as an excellent proving ground for you.
Proving ground?
Think of it as an extended job interview.
I'm all ears. What do you need?
I can give you more details as you need them, but currently I'm faced with 3 concerns.
Three
The first
concerns.
is a man living on a prime piece of land who is refusing to sell.
Cultist.
The second is my need for quality advertising.
Cultist?
And the third is getting back some stolen
Stolen
design
cultist plans.
What about your design plans?
I regret to say that a set of design plans were stolen from my office a few weeks ago by a man claiming to want a job interview.
What?
In reality, he was a spy, sent from my competitor Orrin Riley's real estate company. Riley still has my plans, but 2 can play his game. Since you're a fresh face in town, I need you to infiltrate his company and take back the plans. I'll have my secretary set up an interview for you later today. And here, take this set of dummy plans and leave it in place of the real ones so Riley doesn't get suspicious.
Infiltrate his company? What will that entail exactly?
My guess is that Riley will have the plans stored away in his office someplace. You may need to do a bit of searching. Are you comfortable with that? I know it's asking for quite a bit.
I think so, sir. I'll do as much as I can within legal means.
Of course. I'm not asking you to commit any crimes. After all, you're just taking back something that was already stolen. Think of it as a repossession.
Ah, yes. We are. Stealth missions.
What's the story with the holdout?
There's a stretch of land which is of great interest to me in the area of Anastasia Avenue. Currently, the land is owned by an individual who has no interest in selling it. He's built himself a home there and understandably wants to keep it. Unfortunately, business is business, and I need that land to complete a very important project. I need you to convince the gentleman to sell.
Am I joining the mafia?
What about your need for publicity?
Any project, no matter how good it is doomed to fail if nobody knows about it. I've managed to secure some decent advertising, but I feel we need something more. The story of Coral Gables needs to make headlines. I'd like you to head over to the Miami Herald building and see if you can befriend a reporter or 2. Having a journalist in our corner would do wonders for our advertising.
So we're joining a mafia.
I'll just get to it then.
I wish you the best of luck. Although, you seem the type who makes his own luck. I have a feeling I can expect great things from you.
This is all very shady. Speaking of mafia, I had a series of events that ran through my head. It went from mafia to Birdie Wing to witch from whatever. Mercury? Man, I watched the first 10 episodes of Witch from Mercury. I'm dropping that show. Just gonna let you know. It was not very good. There was all of my expectations of it never happened. It's nothing like what the people told me it was. And it's also really boring. But especially, 0 people in that show are gay. So I'm dropping the show. I only watch shows like Birdie Wing, Revolutionary Girl Utena. It's Pride Month, exactly. 2 gay pro tags? No, they're not. Literally. Literally. She's been on a date with a dude, and like, there's another guy trying to court her. They're not gay. You can't convince me. I've watched enough of the show to know that that's not true. Just keep watching. They'll fall in love eventually. I'm 10 episodes in, and nobody's fallen in love with someone of the same gender. Nobody has fought for hamburgers either. Don't watch it. It took 39 episodes. Yeah, but how much of the percent of the show is that? Alright, in this modern day and age, they gotta be smooching after like 1 episode. Where am I going? The hotel? That guy gave me like a list of 3 things to do, but I can't remember any of them. You have to give me one at a time. Watch 2 more episodes. See. Alright. Seeing the word Anastasia makes me really depressed, because I haven't talked to my friend Anastasia in like several months. I don't like it by the end of the first season. 12 episodes. What's this? Final Fantasy 14. If you don't like it by level 42, you won't like it. I'm out. No, I'm out. I'm out. I'm going to go watch something else. If I don't like an anime after 3... Yeah, seriously. I was only going to stop after 3 episodes. But then I was, like, intrigued by... I don't know the girl's name. She's got white hair and it's not the protagonist. She's like part of the 3 Alices or whatever. I was like, ooh, I found my waifu. And I kept watching to see if she showed up more, and then she didn't. Yeah. There's so many other shows out there that I just have too much time to watch other things. And not enough time to watch everything. Alright, we're going to Anastasia Avenue just because I miss my friend Anastasia. Kill. I stopped watching Kill la Kill after 5 episodes because Claude and I were doing the 5-episode trials. Although I did stop the Isekai anime after 4 episodes instead of 5. Because that one was so bad I just couldn't do it anymore. Claude, did you watch all of Kill la Kill? I remember you watched all of, like, some of them. Oh yeah, Sword Art Online, that was the name of it. Yeah, you watched all of Sword Art. I remember that. And I was like, why? And you're like, I don't know. You've been getting engaged. She won a duel, man. So, like, it wasn't even, like, a real thing. Like, they weren't even... It was, like, a law. Oh, sorry. You watched all the first season, not the entire... SOA. Don't worry, Chaos. It all happens in literally the first episode. Or I guess technically the second, because there's an episode 0. It all happens in episode 1. Alright, what are we doing here? We're on Anastasia Avenue. Fake plans. That's not here.
Yes? May I help you?
That's okay. Mint, if you want... Okay, hold on. Alright, hold up. I'll make a deal with you, Mint. I will watch exactly as many episodes of Witch from Mercury as you watch of Chaika. If you can watch through episode 12 of Chaika, I'll keep watching Witch from Mercury through episode 12.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Alfred Banks, and...
You didn't break the ice.
I'm not interested.
You forgot to break the ice.
I'm not here to sell you anything. In fact, quite the contrary.
Oh, I see. Merrick sent you, didn't he?
Well, yes, he
You
did.
didn't break the ice.
You can go back and tell him exactly what I told all the others. Nothing doing. I bought this land before he got his little vision, and I intend to keep it. I tried appeasing him by building my house to match his Mediterranean style, but apparently even that wasn't good enough. I did everything by the book and filed all the proper paperwork. You tell Merrick he'll get me off this land when I'm no longer drawing breath. Good day to you, sir.
It's time to take the mafia approach. Where's my gun? So we go to... Yeah, but we join the mafia. We have to do... If we don't shoot him, then we get shot.
You again? What do you want?
Look at this photograph. What? Break the ice. Just leave. Alright, bye. How do I go around the
I
back?
apologize for disturbing you. I'll just be on my way.
Challenge him to golf. That's what I'm thinking, Nerm. That's what I'm thinking. We're busy with One Piece, you'd consider it. I'm just saying, man, if you watch 12 episodes of Chika, I'll watch 12 episodes of Witch from Mercury. Alright, we can't do anything in Anastasia Avenue, sadly. Miss my friend Anastasia.
Quite an operation they've got going on in here.
Well, I'm here for a job
Hello,
interview.
sir. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Ma'am, I'm here for an interview.
May I have a moment?
You may.
I'm Alfred Banks, and I believe you have the advantage.
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas.
Pleasure. What is it
Got
you
him.
do around here, Miss Douglas?
I write articles, conduct interviews, and investigate stories.
Oh, is this
I'm
the
what's
reporter
commonly
place?
referred to in this business as a reporter.
I suppose that was a bit of a silly question on my part.
Well, at least you can admit to it. That puts you ahead of most.
Do you enjoy your work here?
I do. although
So
to be
close,
perfectly frank, it's
Nightbot.
gotten a bit tedious.
So
Granted, what I'm
close.
doing now is much better
That's
than
the
what I
closest
did
we've
when I
ever
started,
gotten.
that being the society column. Back then, things were so slow I made up half my stories.
It certainly seems like there's a lot going on in town these days.
I won't argue with you on that point, but we'll see what the future brings. Maybe I'll take a crack at going out on my own. We've managed to get the vote. I see no reason why a woman can't make a name for herself as a freelance writer.
True. Wait, I just thought of something. Hold on. For anybody watching this on YouTube, skip ahead like 2 minutes. God, what episode was that? I'm trying to find... What's the name of the potted plant? No, it's like chonk or something. I'm trying to find an image from Birdie Wing for Ment. That's from the VR episode. But the internet is failing me. I give up. I have really high standards, Mint. Got Mint's full name. Mint Tea Lemonade. Image. So Mint says that this one show, Witch from Mercury, is about lesbians, and I said no, it's not. I've watched 10 episodes. It's not. And I said my standards are really high because Birdie Wing goes in pretty early on. And so I'm trying to find the gayest image I can of the VR episode. But I can't because the internet only has like 6 images from the episode. Alright, anyways, back to this game. What were we doing? We're trying to convince a reporter that we're the greatest company ever. We need somebody on our side to make sure that everyone doesn't know we're part of the mafia.
Have you reported anything on George Merrick's Coral Gables project?
Don't know that I'd have to. He spent a small fortune on advertising. I doubt there's a single person in town who hasn't heard of it by now.
That may not exactly be the case. Mr. Merrick asked me to come here and inquire about possibly getting someone to do a bit of publicity for him.
Ah, suddenly it all becomes clear. Let's get something straight right now. I'm not some dumb Dora at anyone's beck and call. If Merrick wants a reporter in his pocket, it'll have to be someone else. I'm far too busy to find myself on the leash of some land developer and his cronies.
Deal.
Now, let's not be so hasty. I'm sure Mr. Merrick isn't looking for a lapdog, just someone who can provide some help. Maybe we can reach some sort of agreement.
Now that you mention it, maybe we can. Okay, I'll help you out if you do me a favor first.
Name it.
There's a story I've been following, but I've hit a bit of a roadblock. Are you familiar with Jeremiah Miller?
Afraid not. Who is he?
He's a local politician, county commissioner.
politicians.
in fact, very outspoken on the subject of prohibition. I have reason to believe, however, that he's full of hot air. Unfortunately, I've never been able to get close enough to him to see if my hunch is right.
So,
What do you think? No, there's a few
Miller
males.
enjoys spending his time at the Miami Men's Club on Brickell Avenue. I figure if he's going to indulge
Be a
in
lady
illicit
in a weird
pastimes,
costume.
that would be his ideal spot. As I am of the fairer sex and therefore not allowed inside, I need someone I can trust to get in there and see if I'm right.
And you trust me?
Not particularly, but you're my best hope, and you need my help. So I figured you've got the best chance of actually getting this done.
So,
New side quest?
if I catch Miller in the act, what then?
Bring me some sort of proof of his hypocrisy, be it a photograph or a signed confession. I'm not fussy.
I'll see what I can do. Anything you can tell me about Miami?
When I first got here, this was no more than a glorified railroad terminal. There were less than 5,000 people and the streets were made of white dust. Now we've got hundreds, if not thousands, of new faces showing up every day and are constantly expanding. I bet it won't be long before some other fool tries draining the Everglades to make more room.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
I forgot about Mafia Lady and her weird concubines. Ah. See? Miami Men's Club. There was no question. What? Which Esper was created by the gods to consume all the filth in the world? Congratulations on being first, Jimmy. An hour and a half into the stream. Final Fantasy 12, which... Yeah, Quack, Clue, not my Quecklin. Go to the men's club. Who would win in a Street Fighter match? I don't think they can tell the future. Let's support both of them. Trivial. Ash cannot foresee the victor. See, told you. Nobody knows, nobody can tell the future. They also burst into the room and throw down.
Begging your pardon, my good man.
Yes?
Men's oh wait, men's club. Uh-oh.
This seems a rather exclusive establishment.
Yes, sir, it is. Did you need something in particular, or did you prefer to stand around all day discussing the obvious?
I didn't catch your name.
That's because I didn't pitch it. You can call me Morris if you need anything. Of course, how much I'll actually be able to serve you remains to be seen.
Morris. Any relation to Evan Morris from New York?
I don't think so.
I love when
Well, I guess that helps my chances of getting into this club at least.
I love when people are like, ah, yes, last name. Any chance of being related to obscure random person from 80 states to the left? Of the heart. True. Jimmy's got a good point. Man, you just gotta have more heart.
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that
And cool move
someone
names.
wanted to join your club. How would one go about doing so?
It's a rather simple three-step process. 1, you have to be a man. I believe you've already met that requirement. 2, you must prove your pedigree. You don't
That's
just
true
allow
chaos.
anyone in off the street. Finally, you need to have a respected member of the community vouch for you.
Hmm.
Once you've done that, it's a simple matter of waiting to be contacted for approval.
I've never heard of this place, Nidus Canal. Have we ever gotten this question before?
Are you familiar with a gentleman by the name of Jeremiah Miller?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Come on, I know for a fact that he's a member of this club.
Then why did you ask me?
Because I want to know what you know about him.
As I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss members of this club with non-members. I'm sure you understand.
Let's say, how would one...
1, 2, 5...
I'm afraid I must be going.
Good day to you, sir.
Alright, I got this photograph.
Take a look at this photo. Notice anything in particular?
It looks like you, with a mustache. If I may be frank, I'm glad you shaved it off. It doesn't really suit you.
That's my father, Hiram Banks. He was one of the top real estate moguls in the Northeast. Surely that demonstrates I have some sort of pedigree.
Ah, of course. While I have to admit I've never heard of the man, we have several members who surely have, being in that field. Very good. The club will take this into consideration when evaluating your membership application.
Many time beings of chaos. Alright, now I just gotta find somebody in the community that thinks I'm awesome. What's through this door? Door's locked. Hmm. Do I need any stocks or bonds? Nope. Bump, 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 bump. I'm going in.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you. Please, have a seat.
I'm hearing about this whole mafia gig. I need... join the men's club.
I was wondering if I could ask a favor of you.
What might that be?
I'm trying to join the Miami Men's Club, and I need someone to vouch for me.
A society climber on your first day in town?
It's not quite like that.
I understand. Sometimes this business makes us do things we weren't expecting.
You're telling me.
Very well. Give me one moment and I'll have Miss Rogers type up a letter for you.
Joining the men's club. First day of town.
She's typing it up for you right now.
Thank you, Mr. Merrick.
My pleasure.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get to it then.
I wish you the best of luck.
The one person I knew in town was exactly who I needed to know in order to get in.
Here you are, Mr. Banks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rogers.
Can't wait to go into this 1920s men's club. My fingers over the sensor bar.
Have a look at this. It's a letter from George Merrick sponsoring my entry into your club.
Merrick, eh? Well, he is a fairly prestigious member of the community. Very good. The club will take this into consideration when evaluating your membership application. Well, you seem to have provided sufficient information to be considered for membership into this club.
Considered.
Now it's just a matter of your evaluation.
Oh, jeez.
How long will that take?
Oh, it all depends. Likely a week or two. We'll contact you when the decision has been made.
I'm not sure I can wait that long.
In that case, there may be ways of expediting the process.
Yeah? And then?
Begging your pardon, my good man.
Yes?
Any word on my club membership?
The application is still being considered. It could take some time. Unless, of course, the process were sped up.
Are you wanting me to, like, sleep for a week?
I'm afraid I must be going.
Good day to you, sir. Begging your pardons, only members of this club are allowed in there, and I don't believe that you are one.
Yet. Oh, he wants money. It says the 1920s. What's a
Say,
time
friend,
machine?
you've really been a great help today. I'd like to give you a little something for your trouble.
Why, thank you, Mr. Banks. Ah, well, what do you know? It seems the results of your evaluation are in, and you've passed with flying colors. Welcome to the Miami Men's Club. Please
yes,
feel
I
free
made
to
it.
use any of the club's amenities at your leisure. And of course, if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
I forgot bribes exist.
May I take your hat, sir?
Yes, of course. Much appreciated.
Alright, close your eyes, maybe. Keep like one eye partially open. Okay, good.
Well, look at this, boys. It seems we've got a new member.
Most of the men glance in your general direction, but barely acknowledge you. They all seem to be rather uncomfortable in the presence of the man who just spoke.
Come on in, my boy. There's no need to be shy. What's your name, and where are you coming from?
Alfred Banks from New York. Just relocated to Miami this morning.
I must say, you work fast, Banks. Just arrived and already a member of one of the best men's clubs in town. You must really be the cat's pajamas.
Well,
But where are my manners? I'm Jeremiah
Girl in the
Miller,
Towers, King Square
County
6.
Commissioner, District 2.
Pleasure.
I welcome you not only to the club, but to our fair city as well.
Thank you, sir.
Feel free
Thank you,
to
Nirm.
make yourself at home and get to know the others. If you have any questions about the city or anything else, I'll be happy to help.
Oh, wait, he meets Girl in the Tower. Oh, wait, God. I know what you're talking about. I should probably actually read the question. I only read the title of the game. Jeremiah
What can I help
Miller.
you with, Banks?
So, you're a county commissioner.
Indeed, I am.
What does that entail exactly?
Well, I won't bore you with the particulars, but basically, I'm one of several elected officials who run the county. It's not a bad jumping point if you, like me, are interested in furthering your political career. Your best bet is to find a platform and rally up supporters. After that, climbing the ladder is duck soup.
Oh,
Duck
my
soup.
game is real estate, not politics.
You mean there's a difference? We're both out to screw the next chump over. Why, our fields are practically brothers.
Isn't that a bit cynical, sir?
Oh, it's a necessary quality in this business, my friend. Now, don't dismiss my idea so easily, Banks. You've got the makings of a politician in you. I wouldn't be surprised to see you in office somewhere within the next few years.
What's our guy's name? Something Banks? I'm gonna look him up, see if he's a real person.
Know anything about the other club members? They seem a bit cold.
Nah, don't let them get to you. They're just a bit shy around new members. Soon enough, they'll warm up to you and they'll be like your second family. In any case, the bookworm over there is Carlton Meeks. From what I understand, he's in the real estate game. The two gents over there are John Norris Sr. and Jr. Not a day goes by, they aren't in here having some sort of squabble. And finally, the esteemed gentleman leaning on the counter is Franklin Evans. Don't think I've seen his face in years. He tends to keep to himself, you see. They're not the liveliest bunch, but they'll grow on you.
Nice chatting with you.
Likewise.
This guy is no
Good
one
book?
important.
Good book?
The good book.
Pardon me, sir, but
Before you can finish the greeting, you're taken aback by the incredibly strong scent of alcohol emanating from the man. He's clearly been sneaking his liquor from somewhere for some time, as he's rather ossified. Doubt he can even tell you're speaking to him. Oh, I see.
Mr. Miller?
What can I help you with, Banks?
Tell me more about the drunk man.
Mr. Miller, this may be none of my business, but I was just trying to talk to the fellow over there by the counter.
Franklin
and,
something?
Well, he's got a very strong scent of alcohol on him. I felt a bit woozy just standing next to him.
You don't say. I suppose that would explain quite a bit. This won't do. No, sir, not at all. Excuse me a moment, won't you, Banks?
Is he gonna get in a fight?
Evans, are you drunk? Evans, answer me. Good Lord, how much have you had? You're a hazard. What if I wanted to light a cigarette? You're a disgrace to the good name of this club.
Woo! I need this.
Pardon me, sir, but
Finish the greeting, take him back, blah, blah, blah. Good book?
good book?
Good book. Oh, we got what I needed here.
Your hat, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good book? Ruda. I immediately thought of Final Fantasy XI. I bet this guy wants to get drunk.
You again? What do you want?
I'd like to give you this flask. What?
I apologize.
Huh. Oh, wow, it like left completely. We can't go back. What if I never talked to the guy about prohibition?
May I have a moment?
You may.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
Sure.
Have a look at this. It's Jeremiah Miller's engraved flask.
So my hunch was right after all. Nice work, Banks. It's a bit of a tenuous link, but it's probably the best we'll be able to do at this point. Well, a deal's a deal. You can go ahead and tell Merrick I'll write for him.
I appreciate your help, Miss Douglas.
Oh, we got the flask. One side quest down. I don't know if I've ever heard. I'm sure I probably heard some of Valhalla's OST. This game's had a pretty chill OST so far. They just play nothing but clown music.
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
Evan. Oh, Xenosaga.
You seem very relaxed.
Do I? Well, I'll have you know I'm anything but. Why, just this afternoon I have an appointment with my pedicurist. Then first thing tomorrow morning it's off to the day spa. And then I have to go to the hair salon.
I get the point, miss. I really sympathize with your plight.
Oh,
Me
well, ain't you a
too.
sweetheart.
Me too.
I have an interview scheduled with Mr. Riley today.
I see. And your name is?
Alfred Banks.
Just a minute.
Were you going to let him know I'm here?
Huh? Oh, right. Hey, Mr. Riley, you got someone here to see you.
I think I could have done that myself.
Go ahead and go through the door there.
Of course. Thank you.
Good business they have here. You're not here to sit around.
What can I do for you, young man?
You don't think Riley would appreciate you touching his painting? What? Painting of a young lady, but you don't want someone to examine it too closely while Riley is here. Because there's a safe behind it. Count
Hello,
Chug
Mr.
Chug.
Riley. My name is Alfred Banks, and I'm here for a job interview.
Ah, yes, of course. My secretary informed me you'd be coming in. I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a hurry today, however. I have a very important appointment I must depart for in about 15 minutes.
Then I suppose we should get this over with as soon as possible.
Yes, of course. Well, let's begin. Why don't we start off by you telling me a bit about yourself?
Be modest.
There isn't a whole lot to tell, really. I recently moved here from New York because I heard about the land boom. I'm no great salesman, but I'd love to give it my best try.
You don't say. What made you get into real estate?
Want to help you.
I feel it's an excellent field to help people.
Oh, you've got a good sense of humor, my boy. You know as well as I do that the only help we give is helping people part with their money.
Isn't that a bit cynical, sir?
When you've been doing this as long as I have, it's difficult not to get jaded. Now, what do you think you can bring to this company?
I can help
I have
expand.
business know-how and can help expand your company. My father was a partner at the firm I used to work at, and I learned quite a bit from him.
Well, Banks, I must say, you seem to be a very promising candidate.
Ah, yes.
I'll have my secretary contact you in a few days.
Few days, oh.
Excuse me, I must run. I have to meet my daughter for dinner, and I don't want to be late. A word of advice, Banks. As great as this business will make you feel, you are nobody if you haven't got someone who loves you.
I got nobody.
It means the world to me. I always want her to be around, which is why I've got these paintings of her in my office. But I digress. Let me show you back out.
Nobody loves me. It's a dating sim. Wait, you're right.
Good day to you, Banks. Caroline, hold my calls.
I'm gonna go date his daughter.
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
Tell me more about his daughter.
I'm afraid I need to get back into Mr. Riley's office.
Oh? Why is that?
I left something behind in there during my interview.
No, I see. Go ahead and get it. I never lock the door when Mr. Riley is out anyway.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate the help.
Alright, we're here to switch out the blueprints. Behind this painting. August 13th. Alright, remember this. 8, 9, 13. Oldest trick in the book. 8, 9, 13. 1, 3. Aw. This qualify as a horror game? No, we're in the Mafia. This is a Mafia game. What did I misread here? 8, 9, 1, 9, 1, 3. Music is very Mafia. Eight, 9, 1, 9, 1, 3. Nine. 9, 1, 9, 1, 3. 1, 9, 1, 3. Alright, anybody else got any guesses? Anybody, any guess? 420 0 0 0 0. I'll try 420. 420. Didn't budge, didn't budge. I am so confused. 42069 42069 and work. Wait. 1913. There we go. Not even gonna explain that one. Neil turns and you open the safe. Find Merrick's plans and quickly replace them with your fake ones. Already taken by the plans.
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
I appreciate the help.
Thank you, thank you. Alright, did we do all... No, wait, we still missing one thing. Got an achievement. This guy.
You again? What do you want?
Sir, I really just want to have a chat.
I know your game. You Vipers are just trying to trick me, and before I know it, you'll be flim-flamming me into signing some paper handing over my land. Well, you can just forget it. I've worked too hard on this house to just let it go. The paperwork alone was a nightmare and a half. Nothing you can say will convince me to sell my land. Nothing. Good day to you, sir.
Nothing. Somebody really likes this profession, though. Let's see if this guy knows anything about that guy.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
Thank you for your assistance, my good man.
Nope.
Happy to help.
Excuse me.
Hello.
What can I do for you?
I need some records on Anastasia Avenue.
Could I look something up?
Of course. What do you need?
There's a house at 1251 Anastasia
I knew
Avenue
it.
that I need some information on.
Of course. Let me go have a look. Yes, here we are. Belongs to one Ernest Mathers. Built it himself 6 months ago.
Might I have
yes.
a copy of the document?
What's your business with it?
I'm working with Mr. George Merrick of the Coral Gables project, and it's of utmost importance to his acquisition of the land.
All right. You can take this copy.
Thank you for your help.
Anytime.
I need a copy. Why? Because I want to buy the land. Does Celeste learn spells? Yeah, Celeste and Terra both learn spells without espers. Celeste's spells are like more ice-based, and Terra's are more fire-based. And I think Terra learns Ultima at level 99. And Celeste learns Meteor at level 80. Like that? I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. Take a look through the record for the 1251 Anastasia house and see that it was constructed 6 months ago by Ernest Mathers. According to this, he had a cursory inspection performed. And further, you see that there were no permits pulled for any of the construction work done. Mathers may have tried to appease Merrick, but it seems he did so in a very half-assed fashion. Possibly you might have gotten some spells without really even realizing it. She learns quite a few. Okay, hold on.
I apologize.
Hold on. Hold on. I want to see something. What I actually meant to do, and then I got distracted by thinking of Celeste. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. How do they rebalance Final Fantasy Tactics Advance? So the Marsh isn't overly powered. 2 seconds into the game. Is that his name, Marsh? That's the one where they go into the book.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you. Please,
That's a
have a
good
seat.
question. Waste his time. Let's see. Do you know the name of the book that they maybe are getting sucked into at the beginning of the game?
Here you are, Mr. Merrick. I got your design plans back from Riley.
Very impressive work, Banks. Did you get the job, too?
I'm not quite sure about that, sir.
Well, for the time being, let's hope you didn't. I don't want Riley stealing anything else from me.
Uh-huh.
I'll just get to it then.
I wish you the best of luck.
The card game played in Final Fantasy IX? What about the card game played in Final Fantasy XI?
You again? What do you want?
I'm here to show you this record.
Mr. Mathers, I've just been to the Hall of Records downtown and I pulled up a copy of your house record.
Yes? And?
It seems you had a property inspection done when you completed the house, but it was very basic. Furthermore, you didn't pull any construction permits.
I didn't need to. I haven't done any exterior work.
Nevertheless, I'm afraid I'll need to perform an inspection of your home just as a matter of record.
On what authority?
Look, you can either let me come in and do a brief home inspection, or I can report you to the county, and you can deal with whatever fine or punishment they see fit to dispense.
Fine. Come in. I don't know what you expect to find, though.
That kind of sounds like Bernard. What the? Old Idol. I guess I'll read this out loud instead of quietly to myself. Search the room for the violations listed at the bottom. Click on the spot where you think you have found one. If you're correct, then the area will be marked as a red circle and the items will disappear from the list. Continue until all items have been found. Water damage.
This wall shows clear signs of water damage. You probably have a cracked pipe somewhere back there.
Oh, I suppose that would explain it.
Cracked tile.
Your floor tiles are severely cracked here. Do you regularly have elephants as house guests?
Ooh.
I mean, my mother-in-law hasn't seen the new house yet.
Ooh.
That was a joke.
Oh.
I'm sure it was.
Oh. Uneven rafters? What are these?
Uneven rafters are quite the hazard. This whole roof could come tumbling down on you.
Haven't had any problems so far.
Look at all this mold here.
Quite a nasty buildup of mold you have here.
My wife told me she'd clean it up.
Actually, mold can't get you for anything. Your entire house could be mold and they won't care. Old baseboard. Is that this?
What a mess. You clearly have a problem with a water leak.
And I've called the plumber, but he's yet to get back to me.
That's definitely what I clicked on. Illegal gazebo.
Nice gazebo. I hope you know you need to have a permit to have one of those.
It was a wedding gift from my sister. How was I meant to know?
Ignorance of rules is no excuse, Mr. Mathers.
Loose tile.
These baseboards look like they were installed during the Roosevelt administration.
No, they're supposed to look like that. It's the style, makes them seem classic.
Classic. Loose tile.
Your fireplace seems to be letting go of some of its tiles.
Oh, yes, I've been meaning to fix those.
You seem to have several problems in this home. Are you sure you performed a thorough inspection?
Well, yes. Yeah, I'm sure I did.
I see. And who was it that performed this inspection exactly?
Why, it was a man. Yes, a man from the city.
And did you happen to get this man's name?
Well, no, I wasn't aware of...
You didn't really have an inspection performed, did you?
No. I paid someone to say they had done one on the public record. You won't tell anyone, will you?
You're in quite a state here, Mr. Mathers. Not only did you build this house without the proper permits, but you also put fraudulent information on your report. This doesn't look good any way you cut it.
Please, I have money. How much to get you to look the other way?
I'm afraid my silence can't be bought, Mr. Mathers. However, you might be able to get yourself out of this jam if you sell your house and land to Mr. Merrick.
So this is what it's come to.
Uh-huh.
I see how it is. You come in here playing the white knight, but you're no better than any of the rest of them. I did what I had to do to keep my land, but I suppose that was all for naught. Fine. I'll call up Mr. Merrick and tell him he's won. I hope you can live with yourself, you snake.
I'm sure I'll manage. Have a nice afternoon, sir.
I hope you can live with yourself living in a place like this. That he doesn't even have a wife he made her up to. This song. Every time I hear it. I just imagine somebody like walking down the road and falling over. That's all I can envision. I'm back. Honey, I'm home.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you.
I believe that's everything taken care of, Mr. Merrick.
You know, when you first walked through that door, I had a feeling there was something special about you. I'm glad to see my assumptions were well placed. Welcome aboard the Golden Galleon, Banks. I think you're going to do wonders for us.
Golden Galleon.
The Golden Galleon, sir?
Yes, it's our new slogan. Dammers came up with it. Follow the Golden Galleon to Coral Gables, where your castles in Spain are made real.
Certainly has a ring to it.
That it does. Now then, there's no time
That's
to waste.
Uncharted.
I've got some big plans for the next few years, and I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Uncharted 4. Chapter 2. Ruse began to bear. 6 months later. 9 months later.
How are those sales going, Banks?
Not bad, Doc. Just made another 12 this hour.
I knew there was something
$12?
special about you the minute
Holy
you
cow.
stepped off that train, kid.
Say, Doc, this new office is great and all, but aren't we a bit crowded in this room?
You'll get used to it, kiddo.
It's just that in New York, I wasn't...
Well, this isn't New York, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. Anyway, George wants to see you in his office ASAP.
I see. Thanks for letting me know.
What's going on back here?
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
New job.
So, how are you liking your new job?
Oh, it's wonderful. I finally feel useful around here.
To be fair, being Merrick's secretary wasn't exactly a useless position.
True, but I think I can bring a lot more to this company doing promotional art rather than just taking calls.
Promotional art, eh?
The Coral Gables project seems to be going pretty well, wouldn't you say?
It sure does. If this office
Rule
is
of
any
Rose, eh?
indication, we'll be doing extremely well in the next few years.
Have you happened to hear anything about what's next?
I think Mr. Merrick is still concentrating on getting lots sold. But after that, who knows? Although I did overhear someone saying something about a pool. No idea what they meant by it, though.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Cool, eh? Am I gonna have to let somebody go? Hello, have we met?
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I do for you?
What's that you're working on?
Oh, I'm just getting a few reports transcribed for Mr. Merrick.
Reports?
Yeah, you know, the reports you all have to do after making a sale or interviewing a potential client. The ones you're required to do.
Oh,
sure.
right.
Those, of course.
Reports.
Things around here seem to be shaping up pretty nicely, wouldn't you say?
They certainly seem to be, Banks. They certainly seem to be.
See you around.
Reports don't make sense to me because you're wasting time writing a report when you could be sailing more land.
Hey, Doc.
Howdy, Banks.
Everything going well for the development?
Not well, no. Things are going gangbusters. We're
What
expanding
does that
every
mean?
day and getting ever closer to the big project.
Big project?
Oh, don't you worry. That will be revealed very soon.
How are things going for you?
Not bad, not bad. Although, being cooped up in this office is starting to get to me. I'm itching to get back out into the field again. Oh, which reminds me, are you doing anything later today? I could use your help with something.
I should have a little time available. What sort of help did you have in mind?
I'm going to be conducting a demonstration for some prospective buyers,
Decades?
and I
You
need
mean
a
centuries?
volunteer. But in order to keep things under control, I can't just pick any old egg. I need a plant.
So you want me to be your volunteer?
If you'd be so kind. I'll have my cart set up in a field near the corner of Granada and Bird. Drop by this afternoon and I'll give you more details.
Better hit the bricks.
Righto.
I'm gonna go punch some bricks. Ah.
Alfie, good to see you. Please come in. How do you like the new office?
It's a bit crowded, but much nicer looking than the one downtown.
The success of Coral Gables isn't going to be about money or sales. It's about aesthetics.
Well, you've certainly gone above and beyond in that department, sir.
There's no need to be so formal. We're all a big family here. Please call me George.
Fair enough. What was it you wanted to see me about, George?
Ah, yes, of course. I'm giving you a very special assignment.
Uh-huh.
You've been doing fantastic with sales thus far, but I've decided to try a
Stabbing.
new approach. I'm calling the project State Days.
Stab
Each
days?
week, we'll bring down a group of people by bus from a different state. But it won't just be enough to show them around. We need something more. A spectacle.
What kind of spectacle?
Stabbing.
This is where you come in. I want you to ask around, see if you can find some sort of performer or show that will impress the crowds.
I really wouldn't know where to begin.
You're a resourceful young fellow. I'm sure you'll find something. Which reminds me.
Mm-hmm.
Here you are. The keys to your own company car.
Oh,
Should make
nice.
getting around town much easier.
No fooling? My own car?
It's cheaper for us to have you drive yourself around rather than pay for taxi rides. You can drive, can't you?
Well, I admit it's been a while.
Just take care not to run into any ditches and you should be fine. Oh, and also, this telegram arrived for you this morning. I was going
Telegram?
to send it along with my secretary, but you got here first. Now get to it. I've got a group from New York coming in 2 days, and I want some entertainment for them.
I'm on it.
New York, you say? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sounds like I need a stabber. Performer. Stabbing performer? Or a stripper, one of the two. Let's see. A stabbing stripper. Uh-huh.
So what's this all about?
The future, my boy, the future!
And
Future.
what will I be doing exactly?
You're going to be my plant in the crowd, but there's one last thing I need before we're ready to go.
What's that?
I seem to have misplaced my model streetcar, or maybe I left it back at the sales office. Could you go have a look while I finish setting up?
I'm on it.
I get to be in the guy and the crowd that yells out like random things like, what about blah blah blah? And he's like, oh, I'm glad you asked. Alright, they made us drive all the way over here. Just so I could leave. Back here. Search around this guy's desk. Search around this guy's desk. Uh-oh. I see a model car anywhere. Spanish architecture theme. This is the Golden Galleon, after all. Maybe Miss Roberts? What was her name? Rogers.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
She's seen one?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Just wanted to say hi. Like your hair. Reminds me of a Ghost. We're back at the men's club. Why did we need to come here?
Hello,
Carlton.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Good book? Y'all got any of them good book?
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Book? Alright, what kind of artwork do they have at a men's club? I bet it's pictures of ankles. Got any of them pictures of ankles in here? I'll just take this antenna. And I need it to do some stabbing later.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
All good with you, Morris?
Yes, sir. I hope all is well with you too.
Same? Door's locked. You know what? I got an antenna. I was looking for entertainment for some New Yorkers. I didn't find your thing back at the office. Or pretty much anything. I have this antenna, though.
So what's this all about?
The future, my boy, the future!
And what will I be doing exactly?
You're going to be my plant in the crowd, but there's one last thing I need before we're ready to go.
What's that?
I seem to have misplaced my model streetcar, or maybe I left it back at the sales office. Could you go have a look while I finish setting up?
I'm on it.
See any model streetcars? What if I use my magic wand to shrink the car? Prohibition, even as a non-drinker. Well, it's still going on. Just not with alcohol. Miniature car. What do you think about all this, Mr. Wilson?
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I do for you?
Say, you've been around all morning. Did you happen to notice a model streetcar on Doc's desk?
Oh,
Is something wrong?
Banks, you have to promise me you won't say anything.
All right, mum's the word. What's the problem?
When Doc left earlier, I noticed the model streetcar on his desk. I went to get it so I could go after him and let him know he left it behind. But I accidentally knocked it on the floor, and well, the little antenna it had on it broke off.
Oh,
I feel terrible
no.
about it, but there's nothing I can do.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, no.
Don't worry about it. Let me have the model, and I'll see about fixing it. And don't worry, Doc will be none the wiser.
Ah, thank you, Banks. I owe you one.
See you around.
Anna, if only I had one of those. Model trolley. Managed to attach the antenna to the top of the model streetcar. What? Let's see. I have your streetcar.
Here you go, Doc. One model streetcar ready to roll.
Thanks, Elvis.
Here you go, Duck.
Sometimes I think I'd forget my own head if it weren't bolted on. Now come back in about a half an hour and join the crowd. When I ask for a volunteer, you get up here before any of the others get a chance. Then just follow my lead and we'll knock everyone's socks off.
Sounds easy enough.
Oh, this is a scam. I've never been so part of a scam in my life.
And in order to show off the amazing future of Coral Gables, I'll need a volunteer from the crowd. Who would like to assist me?
Me.
I'll
do it.
Fantastic.
Talk scammers.
Young man who I can assure everyone I have never seen before today. What is your name?
It's Alfie Banks, sir.
Well, Alfie, you look like a man.
Radisson, you were like 2 seconds too late.
Think twice about moving into a luxury area like Coral Gables. And believe me, if you think it's something now, just wait until you see what the future holds. Come closer and let everyone in the crowd get a look.
All right, what are we looking at?
Now then, if you'd be so kind as to take this alligator clip and attach it to the positive terminal on that battery there. Fantastic. Now just wait 1 second while I get the model. And here we go. Gentlemen, behold the future of Coral Gables.
A fire.
A streetcar.
The fire.
What the?
Fire.
Doc, are you all right?
Well, that certainly went off with a bang, didn't it? Show's over, folks. You can see yourselves out.
I don't understand what happened.
Seems the antenna on the model car touched the charged up pole and went kablooey.
Oh no.
Why would it do that?
Probably because some joker swapped the plastic antenna for this metal one with a wire.
Oh, what?
I thought the model was battery powered.
No, it's a wind-up. The battery was just to impress the crowd. But it hardly matters. I set out to wow them, and that's exactly what I did. I mean, it could have gone better, but you did what you could. You can go ahead and get back to what you were doing before.
You're welcome.
All right, case solved. What is this item? Telegram. Read the telegram. It's been from your brother. Beauregard. Mother informed me of your success in Florida. Have come to Miami to visit you. Had no personal contact details, so sent message to your office. Meet me for lunch at Gable's Diner on Aragon Avenue. Looking forward to see you. Bo. Pull up the telegram and toss it away with mild annoyance. How like Bo to just show up when things are going well for you. Still, as he is your brother, you make note to meet him for lunch. Guess we'll go do that. Man, the graphics of that thing just driving off is pretty intense.
There he is.
Hi.
Beauregard. How
Beauregard.
nice to see you.
Oh, why so formal, Alfred? Aren't you glad to see your brother?
Of course. I just wish I'd had a bit more of a warning is all.
Oh, come on. Who needs warnings with family? Anyway, let's have a seat. I was about to chew my own arm off waiting for you.
Gross.
So, tell me what you've been up to.
Why don't you tell me what you've been up to?
Not too much, really. I've kind of been in a rut, to tell the truth.
Uh-huh.
I feel like I could use a change.
Why don't you go to work for the company?
Morris is still peeved at what happened with you. He hasn't been very receptive.
Oh.
Look, about that.
You don't have to explain yourself, Alfie. I know you couldn't possibly have done what he says you did. Whatever really happened, you're better off having left that place.
Rude. That Suggs guy did suck.
Thank you, Bo. I appreciate your support. I'm working on an assignment at the moment.
Oh yeah? What?
I've
Mafia
been put in
stuff?
charge of finding a spectacle to sell lots to people coming in from out of town.
No kidding. Sounds like fun.
It's not fun, it's work.
So, who's to say work can't be fun?
You've never worked
True.
a day in your life, Bo. How would you know?
Are you gonna start with that baloney again?
His angry
Anyhow,
face.
I have yet to find anything suitable.
Well, if it helps. I overheard that guy over there talking about how his wife was a wing walker or something.
What?
Might be something worth looking into.
You know, it just might. Thank you, Bo.
Uh-huh. Do we tell him about our success? Do we tell our lame brother with funny, angry eyebrows? Next team. Hell no, okay.
It's been great catching up with you, Bo, but I really should get going. How long are you planning on being in town for?
Well, actually, I was considering moving down here too.
So you're interested in buying some
You're
land.
gonna leave Mother alone?
She'll be fine. She's got plenty of friends in the neighborhood. Besides, it's gotten to the point where I'm feeling like more of a burden than a help.
And she's actually letting little baby Bo come down here on his own?
Knock it off, will ya? She doesn't mind
I
it so
love his
much
angry
when
eyebrows.
you're here. Anyway, I'll be here if you get any more time off today.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Pardon the interruption, folks.
Huh? Oh, what can I do for you?
Wait, I didn't break the ice.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. And madam, my name is Alfred Banks, but please call me Alfie.
How do you do, Alfie? The name's Richard Burns, but everyone calls me Curly. Over
Curly?
there's my wife, Mabel Cody.
Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Banks.
Are you folks from down here originally?
Nah, we're just traveling around with our act.
Your act?
Sure, ain't you heard of Mabel Cody's Flying Circus?
Circus, you say?
I'm afraid I haven't. Please, tell me about it.
Why, it's the most exciting and daring show you'll see all year. We got a biplane which flies unbelievably low to the ground, and Mabel walks across the wings. We've been touring
Oh.
across the state, impressing crowds in the hundreds.
Sounds exciting.
Hundreds.
Are you for hire?
Always. Who's interested?
Have you ever heard of George Merrick?
The guy who's developing this area? Sure.
Well, he's in need of a spectacle to entertain crowds he's planning on bringing in from out of state. I think your flying circus would fit the bill perfectly.
Sounds good. But don't forget about our little issues, Curly.
Ah, of course.
Is there a problem?
Well, couple, actually. But really, they're more minor setbacks than problems. Our pilot just quit to get married, so we haven't got anyone to fly our plane. Then there's the plane itself, which got a bit damaged during the last show. And of course, the small issue of requiring payment in advance. But we can still talk business. These are just minor setbacks that can be easily resolved, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Pilot? My brother's a pilot.
You say you haven't got a pilot?
Well, at the moment, no. Like I said, our guy quit last week.
I heard there's a pretty good pilot in town, but we haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Oh, yeah, Flynn or something like that. If we could get him on board...
Man, his name is practically Fly.
What's wrong with your plane?
Nothing too serious. It's being worked on right now. The mechanic said it should be ready by next...
My brother could get it done in like a
I
day.
don't know if Mr. Merrick wants to wait that long. Where's the plane now? Maybe I can see about speeding up the process.
It's over at the airfield near Granada Boulevard.
About your payment.
Of course. Our fee is $50 up
$50?
front. That gets you a full show, which lasts 30
Made of
minutes.
money?
I'm afraid I haven't got that kind of money on me. I'll have to ask Mr. Merrick about it.
Sure, not a problem. Just let us know when you've got the dough.
$50 for 30 minutes?
No sweat, pal.
That's absurd. Ma- Our items are all gone. Reminds me of the opposite of broken sword, or not broken sword, Runaway. Low item game. Kind of adventure game only has like 5 items at a time.
Hello there, my good man.
Yes, sir?
Curly and Mabel sent me to check up on things. How long before this beauty is up in the sky again?
Shouldn't be more than a week. I'm kind of stuck waiting right now. There isn't much else I can do at the moment.
What is it you're waiting on?
I have 2 parts on their way. One's a piece for the rudder, and the other's a magneto for the engine.
Magneto?
What about this magneto you mentioned?
The magneto for the ignition is damaged, and I'm waiting on a replacement to come in.
What sort of engine is it?
Curtis OX5. Fairly common engine in
Only
these types of
Chaos Switch was
planes.
here to answer
Some
this
boats,
Saga
too.
Frontier question.
Unreliable piece of junk, really. But they mostly get the job done.
Any idea where I'd be able to get one?
Order from the manufacturer like I did. Aside from that, any place where there's lots of planes or boats would have them in spades.
I think that gives me an idea. By the way,
Single
where
player.
is the magneto usually found on the engine?
Right at the bottom in front. Can't miss it.
Yeah, I don't know, like, any sort of online game that also has a single player option in there, I just never can do the single player stuff. Especially when it's, like, super, like, online heavy to begin with. Like, completely designed around being multiplayer. Look up how... I'm sure you just go edit some DAT files. That's how it works on Steam most of the time.
How badly is the rudder damaged?
See for yourself. Looks like something took a bite out of it.
So what are you waiting on to fix it?
A new rudder top. Should be here in a few days.
Is there anything that might be used as a substitute?
Any decent-sized wooden plank would do in a pinch, sure.
A wooden plank. Got it. I remember Jimmy trying to get me to unlock all the costumes in Dead or Alive by editing some file that also unlocked every DLC costume in existence. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'd like to support Dead or Alive by paying for their DLC, even though it's really stupid and I hate it. It's the only chance I have of getting a DOA 7. This is after... Jimmy, didn't you spend like $5 million on DLC first? You spent more than I did.
You look awfully young.
I definitely didn't really contribute that
How long
much.
have you been doing this for?
6 months next week.
6
But I've
months.
been working on planes since I was a kid. My father was an airplane mechanic during the war, see? So he taught me everything he knew.
See.
I'll let you get on with it.
See ya.
Albert Einstein. None of those are even close to the answer. Jimmy Poopins, since you're here, are you diamond? What is it in that game? Platinum? Are you platinum rank yet? I can't believe this. LCC is? That I can believe that. Beat LCC for one game.
Key Marina, sir. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Yes, I need a Magneto.
Hello there.
Fine day for it. What can I do for you?
I need a Marina.
Don't you get uncomfortable standing out in this heat wearing dark clothing?
You get used to it after a while. And besides, there's a nice sea breeze that comes in every so often. Keeps things cool.
I suppose there are worse places to be standing around.
Yep, that there are.
Mm-hmm.
This marina doesn't seem to have many boats.
Yes, well, hasn't been a commercial marina very long. It was taken over for naval operations during the war. But we're steadily getting more people coming in. My guess is people will be fighting for space within the next year or so.
That's certainly an interesting contraption at the end of the dock there, isn't it?
What, the hydroplane? Yes, it's definitely something to look at. It's been docked there for quite a while now. I actually can't remember seeing who brought it in. Shame, really. I'd like to ask the owner about it. Really quite a fascinating piece of machinery.
I'll just be on my way.
Have a nice day, sir.
I also get terribly seasick. Probably couldn't afford to breathe in this yacht's general direction. True. I got a suspicion about the plane. How can you get seasick? It's motion sickness. They just call it seasick. Uh-huh. One of these guys looks like a pilot. This guy? Or this guy? Or maybe this guy. Is this the guy that punched the other guy earlier? Who is this guy? $18.20 style cough medicine with morphine in it. With crack cocaine in it. I think that was 40s. Also, I hope everybody enjoys the ad that's playing. No idea what a pirate looks like. This guy looks like a pirate. Carlton Meeks.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Good book? I think it's this guy.
Yeah, what is it?
What's this guy's face? Aviator's bomber jacket. He probably stole the book. He's been reading the same good book for the past 9 months.
I feel this may be a silly question on my part, but are you a pilot?
Guilty as charged. Zachariah Flynn's the name, but everybody in the know calls me Flyboy.
In the know?
Sure. Anyone with half a brain's heard of my heroic deeds during the war.
I suppose my brain must not be intact, because I've never heard of you.
Well then, allow me to enlighten you. During my first campaign, I was in a total of 57 dogfights, and I won every single one of them. I racked up 200 enemy kills and earned 17 medals of valor. Then I started my second campaign in 1915, where
This guy really enjoys talking about himself. You find your mind wandering to somewhat more interesting subjects. Roughly 20 minutes later.
So that's basically a summary of my accomplishments.
Ah, yes, nice.
Oh, yes. Fascinating.
Uh-huh, that sounds great.
Are you a new member here? I've never seen you around.
No, I've just been away for a while. I don't know if you've heard, but there was this little thing called the Great War.
Sure, but that was 4 years ago.
I had other things to do before visiting this fair city again. When you get to be as famous as me, there's a lot of demand for your presence.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Like this demand.
I have a business proposal for you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm in need of a pilot for an air show that's being put together. Would you be interested?
That all depends. What's it pay?
That's a detail we can negotiate later on.
And what exactly happens in the air show?
You fly the plane, and Mabel Cody does wing walking and other stunts.
Mabel Cody, eh?
Yes, of Mabel Cody's Flying Circus. They've been touring all over Florida.
Sounds interesting, but I have one last question. Why on earth would a pilot of my skill and fame want to work for some podunk air show?
Ooh.
Because it's being sponsored by George Merrick and his Coral Gables project. Surely you've heard of that.
Of course, can't throw a rock in this town without seeing ads for it. He seems to be getting lots of people interested.
He is. Just think of what all those people will say when they see you in the show.
Okay, I'll be your pilot, but on one condition.
Condition? In conversation?
What's your condition?
I want to be the star attraction of your show. You'll have
yes.
Right. I want them to make me out as the star.
I see. Any other requirements?
Well, now that you mention it, the name shouldn't be anything too fancy. I'll let visuals do the work there. Also, I think the colors should really pop, like the kind that go well with each other, you know? And finally, I think we should concentrate on quantity. I want so many of these posters around they cover entire walls.
I'll see what I can do.
Uh-huh.
I'll see you later.
Take care, Mac.
Name's not Mac. So this is burn face. See what Miss Rogers can do for us.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
Yeah,
Ms.
poster.
Rogers, I'm on a special assignment for Mr. Merrick, and I need to design a poster.
Sure. What will you be needing?
Mm-hmm.
But I need a few specific design elements.
Uh-huh.
Just tell me what you need, and I'll prepare a mock-up for you. What are you going to want to put on it for the name?
This one.
I think Flyboy Flynn's Fantastic Flying Circus will be good.
That's a mouthful, but it does have a nice ring to it. So what color scheme are you going to want?
Ooh. Orange and red?
Orange and red.
Okay, and how big are we going to print these?
Oh, jeez. Huge?
Big. The biggest we can get. Around 37 by 60.
You aren't fooling around. Right. Give me about 20 minutes and I'll have a mock-up designed for you. There you are.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Mock-up poster. See what your boy Flynn thinks of this. Me too. I always appreciate when our choices matter. Question mark. I think this is a puzzle. Gonna be a really annoying puzzle where we have to walk back and forth to find out if it's the right thing. That's what I'm feeling.
Begging your pardon,
Yeah, what is it?
I've had this poster made up for the air show. What do you think?
Let me see that. Wow, this name is no good
I
for
knew
a
it.
start. The color isn't what I had in mind. And what's this little number on the side here?
That's how big the final print size will be.
That's not the right size at all. Hate
What?
to say it, but this poster ain't no good. Let me know when you've got it looking more like I want.
0 out of 3. Okay. Let me just walk all the way back. Uh-huh. The garbage chute, Flyboy. I imagine that in the voice of Rolf from Ed, and Eddie.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother.
Ms. Rogers, I'm afraid I need to ask you to redesign this poster.
It's fine, Mr. Banks. Just tell me what you need. What are you going to want to put on it?
Flynn's Flying
Just
Circus.
Flynn's.
Well, at least there'll be more space on the poster for images. So
Uh-huh.
what color scheme are you...
Yellow and pink.
Okay, and how big...
Small. The size of a standard sheet of paper, so we can have lots of them.
Right. Give me...
Uh-huh.
There you are.
Thank you.
Got a feeling about the first one and the third one, but I'm not too sure about the colors. Yellow and pink. I don't know how those work out. Yellow's my favorite color, but yellow goes great with everything. But only because I'm biased. Unleft Waterscape. It's one of the more annoying areas in the game, because you gotta keep changing stuff, and some of the enemies, when you first get there, are like really overpowered.
Begging your pardon,
Yeah, what is it?
I've had this poster made up for the air show. What do you think?
Yeah, that's
Let me
kind of what
see
I'm
that.
thinking, Chaos.
Nice name. I like that. The color isn't what I had
I knew
in
it.
mind. And what's this little number on the side here?
That's how big the final print size will be.
Of course, that's perfect. Hate to say it, but this poster let me know.
Yeah, he did make a comment about the yellow and pink, which is why I was kind of Not feeling the second option. Yeah, he made like little comments about like when I was making the poster, he made little comments. I need to make this poster one more time.
No,
Ms. Rogers,
it's fine. What are you going to want to put on?
just
Well, at least. So what colors?
orange and blue.
Okay. And how big are we going to print?
He didn't say anything for orange and blue.
Small. The sun.
Right. Give. There you are.
Thank you.
I don't know about this. I recently learned a whole bunch of lore about Sebastian from Nier. It's really interesting because I didn't expect there to be like a ton of lore about Sebastian. I brought you a poster again.
Begging your pardon,
Yeah, what is it?
I've had this poster made up for the air show. What do you think?
Dad, I got
Let
a
me see
feeling.
that. Nice name. I like that. Nice colors. Exactly what I was thinking. And what's this little number on the side here?
That's how big the final print size will be.
Of course, that's perfect. Well, this is just the bee's knees. People
Ah,
are gonna
bees.
love this show.
I'm glad you approve. Does this mean I can count on you as the pilot?
Sure, just let me know where and when, and I'll be there.
Missed the whole Nier experience by kilometers. It's never too late. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go to the diner. I'm hopefully the least confused. When we start up next time. Anyways, this is, we're gonna stop here. Thank you all for joining me and a golden wake.